Iterate with JavaScript while loops. You can run the same code multiple times by using a loop. The first type of loop we will learn about is called a while loop because it runs while a specified condition is true and stops when that condition is no longer true. And then we're presented with an example of a while loop. So first things first, we have a variable declared as our array. This variable is assigned an empty array. Then we have a second variable declared, variable I, and that is assigned a value of 0. So here we have our example of our while loop. Our while loop states that while I is less than 5, so when this is true, this code will run. So our array will be pushed the value of I into it, and I will increase by 1. So in the code example above, the while loop will execute 5 times and append the numbers 0 through 4 to our array. Let's try getting a while loop to work by pushing values to an array. Our challenge is to add the numbers 5 through 0 inclusive, which means including 0, in descending order to my array using a while loop. So variable myArray has been declared as an empty string. So we need variable I. So let's declare variable I, which will be assigned a value of 5. We'll see why in a moment. So then we need to declare our while loop with the condition that when I is greater than or equal to 0, this code will run. So while I is greater than or equal to 0, we need the value of I, so my array dot push, we need the value of I to be pushed into our array. And we also need I to decrease by 1. So I minus minus. So what this is doing right here is that while I is greater than or equal to 0, I is equal to 5 right now. I is assigned a value of 5. That value, I, will be pushed. So the first time this code runs, the value of 5 will be pushed into our array. I will be deducted 1. So I will now turn into 4. And then it will also be pushed into our array until that number reaches 0, in which I will be greater than or equal to 0, in which that value will be the last value added into our array. When I is no longer equal to 0, nothing happens because this condition is no longer true. So let's log my array into the console. My array into the console. And there we go. We have successfully pushed the values 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 into the variable myArray by using a while loop. Thank you for watching.